We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones off to Geis on the screen. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Barkley
will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. It's a gain of a yard.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
Saquon Barkley.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd and 5.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. Looking for Shep. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st and 10.
A 1st down and then some. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Prescott off play action. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
At the 23-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14. Cowboys nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, it's Geis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Geis, the ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third down.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on third down, Jones. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the
well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, it's Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Geis. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
At the 13-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein.
Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboy field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Cowboys.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 52.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 33-yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Deuce. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Prescott on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. They'll run with Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 24, Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. And Tate's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Now a run with Geis, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Jones. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He was and attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
The Giants take over.
He says out at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard
So
line.
well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with the pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Geis. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin.
That's it, baby. We go, go.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones hit and the ball's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47. Watch the screen. Wide, get wide. Check.
Now Prescott gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Nothing. They don't get nothing. Make a play ball, baby. Make a play ball. They don't want now.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
Come on, kill. Get away. Sponge. No. Watch out.
Prescott now from the 50. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
55, Mike, got 55. You don't know no better.
Prescott yet again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Slam. Back. We're going to 54. Wire. Check.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll go to Barkley again. Barkley, a 1st down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. Dancing to his left, and that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Geis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Prescott now. On the crossing route, complete. It's Tate. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
You can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
Jones on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, left side to Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he'll go down at the 28. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the Giants' 20.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a juke this time. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On the ground, Geis. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jones pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Check, check. Lucky.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It is on 7-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
The Giants on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
First down and goal.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the enter, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
The ball carrier.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, the big play prior to this one got them down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start. No letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that'll go to cancel out a very nice return on the punt.
And that one was a hold. And I don't know what the percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
36. Check 50. Check 50.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch twist.
I just got on here to play dudes.
Here's Barkley.
Tell Christian, you spam stretch on me the whole game 28 times. So I told me any stretches.
Saving his best for the
That nigga fucking spammed that shit.
Out of the game. And the Giants are able
That
to grow
nigga
their
was
lead.
running that shit. I can't do nothing about it, bro. That nigga ran that shit
And they
30
open the
times,
lead up
bro.
now to 25
30.
points.
I was up 10-0, but I had scored first, of course, and they just let this nigga just fucking go crazy, bro. I couldn't do
Following the
that.
touchdown here to kick it away.
He ain't throw the ball.
This will make it into the end zone. Now a hit
This
and a
nigga do
loose
celebrate.
football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know
Nah, I
about
found
you,
something
but
that
I can
stopped it.
hear and feel
I just
the
fucking,
sigh of
I
relief
found something that
all the
stopped
way
it,
up
bro.
here
I was
in
in a
our
bad
booth.
That was
defense,
palpable.
bro.
The
That was my
sideline,
fault.
the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Watch QB's up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Tell dude, you gotta throw the ball.
Mike 5-4.
Done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last
You're done.
drive.
You got the
He's
ball.
going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Yeah, this nigga used to be the cheesy ass nigga in round one.
Dissecting the game film after this when I
talking
think
about
part of their
super
plan was to
cheesy
hit
nigga.
him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
That nigga not, bro. That nigga was
Now left
spamming
side
the play. I can't
completion
do
to his
nothing about
tight
that
end.
shit, bro.
And they get him down, but not before he takes
Like
it
I can't do
across the
nothing, bro.
40-yard
They allow
line.
you to spam that.
19
That nigga, I
yards
lost
to
another
pick
playoff
up there.
game like
Move the
that.
chains.
One of the advantages
The
of
nigga
zone
spam,
defense
he
is I
spam
remember
stretched
it as
the
being able
entire
to see the
game,
play
bro.
develop in front of you.
Man,
When the
that shit,
disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, It makes it
I
tough to
forgot why the fuck is he
defend.
by himself.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Kenny don't know.
Second and 10 again from the 41.
He not that good at throwing the ball.
To throw again, Jones. He'll find Lamb. That's
Look at me
complete.
trying to fucking hit stick this nigga.
Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 59 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong.
I finally figured out how to stop all these running ball niggas. I don't lost too many games like that, bro. I'm done.
And I just remember as a player, when I'd be at practice sessions, and I'd hear 9
Y'all niggas
from
are
the
just spamming
receivers.
run plays on
That
me,
meant
bro.
fly
That shit
route,
don't require
go,
you to have to make no
go,
reads.
That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
You can just sit back there and run the ball. You don't have to fucking...
Niggas
Niggas don't like to throw the ball because that shit too hard.
Start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
29-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
You can't give it no first.
Tonight's final score, Giants.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl.
That drive